Going on YouTube. So right off the rip, any of you that are my current subscribers that probably clicked on this video, that followed me when I had my Miata, I used to do Miata content, and we've stemmed very far from that. It's also been a few years. So anybody that's new, you guys are going to be here for this current type of video, and anybody that was previously here is definitely here for my content, but we are no longer doing that. Unsubscribe if you will. But from now on, we're going to be talking about this. So this right here is my 2006 cateye Silverado. It's pretty much fully optioned besides leather. I'll get you guys in here. So pretty much besides leather, it's a perfect interior. Bear with me, this thing is disgusting right now. It is winter time, so it's all over the road, whatnot. So I'm just doing pretty much a basic rundown of the truck, because this is the truck we're going to be making content on in the foreseeable future. The only thing other than this that I would ever own is a Duramax. So this is a 5.3 1500, as you can tell by the front bumper. That's pretty much the only difference, and besides the body lift, so you can't see the frame too much underneath the truck. So a basic rundown. I've done a lot more to this than I did to my Miata, but I didn't make a build series because I lost interest in YouTube, but might as well do something with it. So right off the rip, you can see I have the Boost Auto paint matched tow mirrors to the GM white, which is an undisclosed, always needed upgrade to your truck. I'm not a huge fan of the tow mirrors on the 1500 unless you are wide enough to support it, but I'm wide enough-ish. So the stock mirrors just weren't cutting it for me. The big reason I love these things is this right here. So this, when you're inside the truck, you get to see your wheel, and at nighttime when you have your rock lights on, it's pretty sick. So actually going forward into rock lights, I have 4 RGB rock lights set in cayenne or light blue at the moment. I hate them. They're the dumbest thing I could have ever put on this truck, in my personal opinion. But that is because RGB is not the move. And they also don't make pure white. When you turn them white, they are 7 different colors and white. So that's a no-go. Soon I'm gonna have a 12-piece rock light kit on this truck, and it'll be an actual fucking spaceship. That's going to be coming literally tomorrow, probably. Now looking back here, we have a 2019 paint match rear bumper. So this is a must do to any cateye. Oh my god, it completely changes the rear end. New, up to date. You got your steps, you got your everything in between. We have a full LED swap, so new black taillights, black third brake light. I would show you guys that, but I don't have a filmer. I'm going to be putting a 2500 cab light wiring harness in there, and LED cab lights that are also black. We have black housings in the front with full LED swap, and I'll show you guys, we have the switchbacks in there, because why wouldn't you have a switchback? Much cleaner, much nicer looking light. Also, to extend on the mirrors, we have our turn signals back again. We have reverse lights, so when you put it in reverse, you get more clarity. We have the Mustang sequential turn signals. They look beautiful. I'm supposed to have a daytime running light that is also LED white, so those are also switchbacks, but I don't have them wired up yet because I don't want to do that right now. Maybe when I do my rock lights, I will do that. So here's the switchbacks in the front. And then also LED fog lights, because if you go LED, you get to do everything. So we have 5% all around on the windshields. So, well, not the windshields, but front shield has a brow, and then 5% here. There's no seeing into this truck. You're not seeing into it at all. In the inside, it's really not bad. You can really see right through it. It's decent quality tint. My buddy T does tint, hooked me up on that. And for the wheels, we're running Moto Metal something like 6 numbers or some shit. I hate Moto Metals. I don't support them at all. but I got these for free. And these are 18 by 10s on Nitto Ridge Grapplers. I think they're 295s, 285s, 65. So it's got some sidewall. It doesn't look bad on a 1500. This is also a 3-inch lift. So it's 3 inches in the front and a 1/2 inch or 1 inch in the back. I'm not totally sure. I can go higher in the front, but the truck's already squatted as it is. I just went and picked up some paint to do some paint work in the front end. We're gonna be paint matching the front grille. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the black in the middle or not. We're gonna figure that out today. So that's gonna be the next thing I do, and possibly paint matching all this. But then again, I don't really want to touch that because it gives it a nice class look. I also kind of don't want to touch the grille, but we got to do something because non-paint match trucks are not it in my opinion. At the same time, we have the two-tone, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but not a lot of Chevys have it. So in a sense, it's a little rare. We also have a head unit with Apple CarPlay in the front. It's a Sony, I'll show you guys that, but I also have a 212 sub setup in the back. So, this is my head unit. I have a wallpaper of my truck on it. I think it's like the coolest thing ever. So the 212s are back here underneath the seat. I have a 4,000 watt amp. It's a little overkill for these, but we can always upgrade in the future. So that's kind of where I stem from that. We got the Bose audio system. This thing is, like I said, the cat's ass. It's got everything besides the leather, and a sunroof. Sunroof is the only other thing besides leather that it could use. And this thing is absolutely filthy. If my editing software makes it easy enough to put a before and after picture of the lift, I will do so. I had it on the wheels before the lift and it's much better. We're also on 2-inch spacers. So 10 wides on Chevys are not that wide, but with the 2 inches, it makes it just barely enough to where it pokes out the side. And it is doable. I guess you could say I'd like to be much wider than this, but for now we can turn-ish. We still rub like a, oh, it's bad. We rub like crazy. It actually broke the lower part of my bumper. Broke it right off. And rust-wise, this, I live in Connecticut, and for Connecticut, man, like this frame is unheard of. So obviously this thing has, it's the previous owner, I don't know what in the world they were thinking, but they started smacking this little dent out with a hammer and a pin or something. Probably the dumbest thing you could ever do. That's the one thing on this truck that is horrendous, and getting that out is not gonna be something that I'm capable of. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that for now, but I'm not too sure. So any updates in the future would be solely on this. The Miata is sold for a few years now, but we are most definitely into the trucks now. And for the lift information, this is actually a rough country torsion lift, so it rides like garbage. I would not recommend doing this to somebody that's not like young like me. I don't care if I'm going down the road bumping my head off the ceiling. Doesn't really bother me, but somebody that cares about comfort, don't do this to your truck. It rides pretty horrendous. Oh, exhaust setup. We are running an axle dump. Big deal. I'm in a gasser. Who cares? I love the axle dump. It is very dirty right now. Usually that tip is real bright and shiny, but at the moment it is not. It sounds good. It looks good. I don't like the look of exhaust tips coming out the side unless it's a diesel with like a 6-inch tip. But even then, I'm still gonna run an axle dump on my diesel at the time that I get it, because I don't like seeing exhaust tips. And like here, it's very subtle. It's very subtle, right? My truck's not high enough to where you can really tell. I do it for the sound and I do it for me because that's what I like to do. I also have a bed liner. It was done like shit. I did not prep it enough. I did this myself with my buddy Zach, and it's definitely deteriorating to say the least. We also did a patch job. So the owner before me, the leaf spring shackle actually broke and went through the bed. So my buddy Zach made this pretty decent patch latch here. You can stand on that, you can jump on it. It does exactly what it needs to do. So no complaints there. Oh, we also have the Rough Country fender liners, which is a good touch for any old truck. I love them. It cleans up the rear end a stupid amount. It's something you have to have. You can't not have it. So for future videos, I'm going to be literally making a video on paint matching this bumper and this grill here. So if you want to subscribe if you're new, or if you're going to be staying around even though we don't have a Miata anymore, that's great, man. I really hope you guys continue to engage. When I had my Miata, I made a few videos, and the response I got with that was pretty incredible. So hoping it carries on into a different side of genres here with my truck. That'd be awesome. I'm also doing so on all my social medias on the Don.87 or the Don_87 on literally everything. That's where you're gonna find me on TikTok, Instagram. But yeah, with that being said, I'm out.